Here we go.
Yeah.
See the red flags, and you might survive.
Oh, and welcome to Red Flags, the podcast that is number one among the deaf community. We are your hosts, Al, Donnie, Dave, and Opie. And today we are exploring the 1977 banger, Susperia, by the man who was born to be a mortician, Dario Argento.
That took you so long to say his fucking name. I want to tell you something that was really fucking funny. Right before we went on to this channel to do the podcast. Hey, can you take that from him for a minute? I know that he loves his new toy, but it is squeaky.
Just wait with that. Holy pocket.
Just wait with that.
Yeah. Like he waited until
now you're all mad.
Yeah.
Does he have another thing that he can fuck with?
The dino.
The dino.
Well, you keep talking. I'll be right back.
So
Yeah. What the hell are you talking about?
okay, so before we started this, like, I was like, Donnie, did you watch the movie? And then he was like, well, kinda. And then Hova said, Dave saw the movie. Do you want to know how I know? And I was like, all right, Dave, you got to give me a chance to let me tell you how it's not as bad as you think it is. And he's like, you got to give me the chance to tell you why I'm disappointed in it. I don't know if he used the word disappointed, but what was the word you used?
Annoyed with it.
Annoyed with it.
Very annoyed with it.
I have a guess as to why. But Opie, what's your rating? Because you're the one this is your shit.
I give it a 9.
A 9?
Damn.
A 9, yeah. Other than you cracker ass motherfuckers that are going to give this a bad score, this is like one of the top horror movies that exists. It was innovative in its time.
I need to explain why.
Calm your fucking tits, Opie. We'll get there.
It's
Just
not a higher
breathe.
IQ. You do.
You don't need to be so defensive so quick.
That's right.
Donnie.
It's Italian.
All right,
I fucking know it's Italian.
I was planning on watching this in full yesterday. I had kind of it got out of work later than I wanted to, et cetera, and just didn't make the time to watch it. So I got out of work early today, did some skimming, not some skimming. I skimmed quite a bit, but I was trying to get as much as I could in the amount of time I had, and like trying to look up just more information, synopsis, and all this stuff, and just making sure I could go back and try to get some of the main stuff in it. So I'm not confident in giving it a score that it probably deserves. I'm gonna go with 7 to start. I think
It's not bad. It's not bad.
Not bad. It's not bad.
Before we get to Dave's, because I'm sure it's low. He's smiling. He's got a fucking.
I have to explain.
As soon as I said that, you can imagine the smile that came across his face.
There's a lot to it. It's gonna take me a minute.
All day, I was like, I was thinking about saying I don't know if I can give this any rating because I have no idea how to rate it, but I'm gonna go with an 8.
That's good. I will accept
Okay.
this.
I will accept this.
And one of the things I want to say to Dave right away is you can't compare this one to the remake.
No.
because they are
No.
not
Nope.
the same.
Nope,
No.
not comparing anything.
They're very different movies.
I have a lot to say, but I want to hear Dave's. I want Dave to kick us off with his take on it.
Okay. If this movie had no sound and was just subtitled, I would easily give this movie an 8.
I'm offended right now.
Do you want to know the
Because-
fun part about the dubbing?
I have a lot to say about
and
this.
why it's so bad?
I know why it is too, Opie. I'm with you.
Okay. It's weird.
It's
I don't know why they made a
intentional.
movie like that.
Yeah.
It's very
Because
intentional.
the voice acting portion of it was atrocious.
It's because they did
I-
it in fucking Italian, because in an Italian fucking
I
movie,
know.
they didn't record any sound, and then they just did everything after the fact,
Because
and then
the
they
visual acting was good.
Those actors all spoke their native language and they just
Yes.
filmed it like that and then
Yes,
dubbed
but
over
that
it.
wasn't actually my biggest complaint. My biggest complaint was that fucking atrocious goddamn music going at the times when you needed to listen to something. Every time it would be like
how
they're
did you watch
whispering
this?
on fucking YouTube. Every time they were trying, like,
I wonder if we
they were
watched
starting to
different
whisper
versions.
and you were trying to hear what they're whispering, and all of a sudden that music would just come in with that dong dong and then the screaming, and it's like you can't fucking hear a goddamn thing that's being said because the music comes through so atrociously loud that it was just unbearable.
I'm
And it was the same fucking song over and over
It's not.
and
It's not.
over.
It's not. It's absolutely not.
No,
I'm
Dave, it
wondering
is
if
an
you watched a
entire
different.
album.
I wonder if Dave watched a different version, because before we
Maybe.
started recording, I was talking about how much I loved the sound, and I was impressed with the YouTube sound.
I didn't have a problem with the music. It just every goddamn time you needed, like if they were starting to talk and things would heat up, it would kick off and you could barely hear a fucking word that these
That's
people
where I'm
were saying.
confused by your situation, because
I don't know. Watched it
when-
on YouTube.
when I watched
I
it-
scoured through a couple different things that were on there, and it was just the one that was in 4K, and that's the one I picked.
I watched it and I was in love with the sound, because normally YouTube is notorious for compressing the shit out of all their audio, right? So,
But it
like,
was too obtuse. Like it overwrote so much of
I hear
anything
you.
in the scenes that were it destroyed it for me.
I hear
It
you.
actually got to the point where like I wrote fucking notes. I don't even need to look at half the
I
notes because it
don't-
was just it was so hard to fucking take.
Will you? My experience was listening to it in my van, watching it on my phone, and it had phenomenal surround sound. And I don't know if maybe it was the different environment, maybe it was because it was a different setup, maybe it just played well in the car, right? So I have like it comes with a sub in the back. It's like factory, right?
watched
I
it on
understand.
my computer
I
with
understand.
the $280 headset.
I get
so
that.
I can't see that being really the problem.
The surround sound was fun because, like, when they were in the, I don't remember if it was when they were in the, when they had all their beds together, when they, after the maggots.
Oh yeah,
thing,
you could hear
right?
things going.
Yeah, you could hear
Yep.
the people talking in
Mm.
different spots. And then I never had any issues with what you're talking about with whispering and then the music overdoing it. That didn't happen in my experience.
Maybe
No,
just the way my
it-
sound was set up.
I don't
That
know.
could be.
It's got to be, Dave, because this movie is known for the sound, the score, the visuals.
Yeah,
And
the
that's kinda
story
it.
sucks. Like,
The story is really not where it's at.
no, it's
The
all
funny
about
part
the
is actually
visuals.
that's the part I enjoyed the most.
There's nothing.
Yeah.
That's why it's
No,
an
I'm
8
just
for
I'm
me,
just
is
saying
because
the way
fucking
the way it was very similar to the other one. The same concept, the whole dancing thing, except she wasn't, super witch at the end like the other one.
No, this one okay. So
This one
like,
actually to me
it was pretty different.
better.
I agree.
I actually like the way that this one ended. Like I said, I like this one better than the other one. It just the way the sound came through for me, I was fucking getting mad.
That's where I'm shocked. Actually, it's funny that you say that because I did see a review where somebody was talking, and it's really even better because he said, in a group of 4 people, there's always one that hates the sound.
Yeah,
Apparently that's you, but
it just like I said, that was the biggest. It was I was getting annoyed. I was actually getting mad because
music,
like, I want to fucking hear what the hell they were just saying, and this damn sound would kick through like that, and it's like,
but also,
damn,
Dave,
why is it so loud?
Okay,
You were probably not meant to hear whatever they were saying if
there's that.
if there was that noise.
There's that, but also this was 1977, and I'm surprised that you didn't mention or Donnie mentioned the shitty special effects because it wasn't CGI enough for Donnie.
What?
No, some of the effects were pretty.
You gotta stop with this argument because you're in the wrong with this. I don't understand your attacking of this. I hated that a movie had bad CGI because the CGI sucked. So now anytime there's like effects of any sort, you're like, oh, I'm surprised Donnie didn't bitch about this.
Oh, I know.
It makes no sense.
That's what makes it funny.
I hate when you do that argument.
Because
I hate it so much.
I don't know if you noticed, but this time I made it seem like you were mad that there wasn't enough CGI. Yeah. Which is opposite from what I've said before, which is why I amused myself.
We were talking about CGI at work today because we were talking about Pirates of the Caribbean, Dead Man's Chest.
Yeah.
And like how we were talking about how CGI used to be pretty good in things because it was like people didn't really understand, but now it's just like
overdone.
A lot of movies these days, it's like, oh, we'll just fix it in post with that.
You know, it's kind of like given. Oh, I almost said the thing that was annoying the shit out of me. Because you keep saying it's giving. I'm like, there was one episode, like a couple episodes back, where I was like, why the fuck do you keep saying it's giving? But nobody even noticed that I even said that. But yeah, because you're like, it's giving this
language.
But
it's colloquialism.
There's
That's right.
I just broke my own brain. I don't even remember what I was gonna fucking say because I like annoyed myself. Another thing that I noticed when I was watching some reviews is there's this new age way of using cadence in your voice that is starting to really piss me off. And it's all about like YouTube and TikTok, and so they'll start talking, and then they'll be like, and then they'll do like this, and they'll always end like their sentence in a super high pitched way, and I'm
like they're asking a question with every sentence.
Do you know what I'm talking about? I'm not giving a good example of it, but
I have no idea what the fuck you're talking about.
Way different YouTube algorithms, Al.
Well, I don't know why,
don't get any of that.
I got hooked into this Breaking Bad.
Get out of there.
This Breaking Bad, Better Call Saul, like deep dive. Like this guy made this bunch of videos of these deep dives of each single character, like 2-3 hour long videos of just Tuco Salamanca.
So he made videos?
And he made videos? Yes. And like after a while, I'm like, I just need you to talk like a normal person. But oh yeah, that was what I was gonna say. I've been seeing all these AI is doing the same thing that you're talking about with CGI, where now it's just getting overdone. And I'm like, you can see the difference, right? Between
oh yeah, for sure.
And now I'm just seeing all these commercials for fucking phone games on Peacock. And they're just AI shit, and now like I get that like it's probably cheaper and you don't have to hire actors and you don't have to do any acting, you just type it in and it fucking comes up with a commercial for you.
Yeah.
But I don't even really watch commercials that much, but when I see them I'm like, god damn it, just what the fuck is happening?
I mean, it's like I don't okay, I'm gonna say this, but I don't mean it like there is so much going on with movies, right? There's sound and story, like there's all this shit. But when it comes to like storytelling mediums, right? Because you have books, you have songs, you have video games, you have movies. Like movies are supposed to be a little more visual, right? Like that's kind of the thing. It's a movie. So it's like when you're making something with the intention of it being like a spectacle, it's mostly for like the Hollywood kind of shit where it's like supposed to be, big budget and all this stuff, and the CGI is shitty, and you're just like, okay, this looks like shit. Why would you throw this in a movie? You know what I mean? Like when the goal is to make it look good, like half the
Yeah.
time there's just CGI thrown in because it's like cost cutting, or oh, they save on this, or they don't have like don't just if it looks don't throw it in if it looks bad. I'm
Yeah.
sorry, but
I'm okay with little clips of CGI, that's meant to be in something, especially if it's something
yeah.
somewhat quick. Like, and if it's done well and at somewhat of a distance, so you don't have that super clarity.
well,
Like, say, like
there's ways
in Aliens
to
or something,
work
like
on
where an
it.
alien would shoot across the hallway quick. It's so quick.
Yeah,
and
yeah.
If it's
It
grainy enough, so it's hard to see what it is anyways, I'm fine with
it
that.
has a place.
Exactly.
And you can like when you work on it like it's a fucking piece of art that it's supposed to be, and you give attention and care to it, like it has a place and it can work. It's just like half the time people just kind of lazily like, we'll just CGI like a fucking dog in there. You're like, what's the point when it looks like shit?
But at the same time, they don't really have to do all that. I mean, look at
no, but
Star Wars, for example. Because that was released in 77, I believe, too, the first one. And that
one was competing with this movie, or this movie was competing with Star Wars.
Few months apart, but I mean, technically, I suppose it was.
Yeah,
but
they
I
were
mean,
apart.
all I was referencing with that, anyways, is you look at they used like miniature models and shot it. So I mean, all of like the space battles and shit were toys. You could kind of tell, but it's not CGI.
Well, yeah, that's
It was
a
all
lot of movies.
practical. It was fantastic.
A lot of movies were, yeah.
You could still watch it today, and that shit fucking holds up. You
Yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
Close
absolutely.
Encounters of the Third Kind.
Exactly. There's a time and a place for CGI. Like for example, if you're making like Toy Story type shit, where the whole thing is all done like a CGI, you know what I mean? That type of computer generated like cartoon thing. Rick and Morty, you know, I mean, if they made it all like a CGI, I mean, that's fine. But not adding it in a really bad way where you look at it and you're like, holy fuck, that looks terrible.
Okay, speaking of this, I just want to mention, and I think it was within this last week that you got caught up on a lot of movies, such as Dracula in Space.
Oh, Jesus Christ. It wasn't
What's
as
your
bad
rating
as
for
I
it,
thought
Dave?
it was. I wrote the rating in.
He put in his rating. He rated it a 5.
It wasn't. It was a movie. It was average. It was.
I hated that.
It was
Did you think
entertaining. I don't really know. I was gonna go a little lower, but there was some moments that actually made me laugh out loud because of how stupid it was.
Oh, that's fair.
And I was just like, okay,
You now gave it a 5.
Yeah, I would just. It was not quite what I was expecting, but what the hell
I
was
guess,
the other
like-
one that I watched that I caught up
It was
on?
terrible.
The Bride?
I don't remember.
No, I didn't get to The Bride yet. I forgot about that one, but I
No.
caught up on another one too.
There was another one. You also watched.
Haxon?
No,
No, you probably would have.
I don't remember which one. I wish you would have.
I could tell you in a second here. I just have to bring.
Your girlfriend gave me crabs while on cocaine. Not that one.
Was it The Rule of Jenny Penn?
Did he watch that?
Yes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you gave it a 7. Yeah, did you like that one?
Yeah, it was actually pretty entertaining. It
Me
was
and-
not bad at all.
We talked
That's
about
why
it.
I thought we'd all be pretty aligned on that movie. That's why I put it on the list. I'm like,
Yeah,
I
it
think
wasn't
this
bad.
would be a fun one. Yeah.
And did you notice I got rid of the whole essay shit? I
Yeah.
was done with that.
Oh yeah, yeah.
So
you
now I
cleaned it
set up a deal where tens, and then the people that have rated movies under
Oh,
5.
under
so
5.
5 doesn't count.
Nice.
It's 4 and less.
Okay.
Opie's got 19.
Oh,
yeah,
damn.
Opie's a
To-
fucking hater.
To be fair,
I'm
for
pretty
for
close
my
behind
stuff,
him. I got 17.
I mean, this shows that I'll hand out 10s like candy sometimes
Hey, we're tied.
for silly reasons, but that's fine. But like, I don't have as many ratings in the list as you do, and that's as you guys do, and that's why my like average rating is a little lower
Yeah.
and all that stuff.
Well, yes,
Like,
but the average rating does count towards just the ratings that are on the screen.
Yeah, not the blank
It
spots.
it averages
Yeah,
out.
but
Yep,
yeah.
it averages out just the numbers that are input. So if you were to put a bunch of stuff that's under 7, it would bring you down quite a bit.
It probably would. I thought about doing that at some point, was going through and like putting ratings in, but I was like, you know what? If I didn't like review them with you guys on tape, I'm not gonna start doing that.
Oh, it actually doesn't really
keeps
matter
the
either way.
authenticity away from it. Well, no, because like we're going to hit a point where, I mean, we've done it a few times where we've like redone a movie that you guys have done,
Yeah.
like rewatched. So I want to leave it open for that. I think that's more fun.
So Dave also watched a couple other movies recently, and one of them I was like, God damn, we should do this movie. And Dave said, this is probably my favorite one.
The fuck was it again?
Scary Movie.
Oh, the new Scary Movie.
Yep.
2026.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. You said it
Put
was
it on the
like your favorite one?
That's my favorite Scary Movie so far.
Out of all of them.
Because okay, put it this way. It's in direct competition from the very first Scary Movie. The very first one is my absolute favorite before this one. The second one is my second favorite just because of the ridiculous Take My Strong Hand, what the hell's his name? Chris
Yeah.
Elliott, I think.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. That's funny shit. I mean, that one wasn't bad, but the first one was way better. This one actually made me laugh out loud quite a bit.
Yeah.
Even Al laughed out loud.
Yeah.
That's hard to do.
Yeah. I don't really LOL very often.
No. This one, they were getting away with some pretty borderline
There was some
spicy shit.
There was some controversial shit going on.
Oh,
in this one.
yeah.
Well, there always
Opie
is.
would not approve.
No, probably not.
It's
but they
awesome
did it.
because I love those movies.
Okay,
They
good.
did it. They did it in a way that wasn't making fun of the thing. You know, like say, like if somebody was gay, they're not actually making fun of being gay. They're making fun of the guy who is gay doing ridiculous,
And there was
Yeah.
so many more Wayans in
that
this.
Wayans, I can never remember.
Sean
his
Wayans
name.
is the
it
one
Sean?
who played the cowboy hat guy.
Oh yeah,
Marlon Wayans is Smokey.
I get a huge Smokey.
Smokey, the
Shorty?
Shorty.
Smokey. I was like, who the fuck is Smokey?
Well, he's always fucking high. Shorty.
I don't know. This one is in absolute direct competition for the first.
That's awesome.
And I
I'm
love
glad
how
to hear that.
in this they're referencing the other spoof movies.
Oh, that was one of my favorite parts.
I loved it. Like epic movie, not another teen movie. all
Don't
of
tell
that.
them why or how or
No,
whatever.
but they discuss it,
yeah.
and it's fucking hilarious.
And the Wayans are frustrated about the fact that they started something.
Yep, exactly. They're like, this is our shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if you knew this, Opie.
But Scary Movie launched it.
Scary Movie was the first one, and it was done by
Yep.
the Wayans brothers.
I mean, there were spoofs before that, but that style,
Yeah.
I mean, that was
And then that's when, like, epic
all of
movie
them
and
started
disaster
popping
movie.
up,
and-
But that didn't. Most of those, I don't believe, came up until after the second one.
Well,
Well, who
they
did-
got kicked out after the second one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep, and that's when all the other shit. But yeah, this one, goddamn, if you like those Opie, you definitely need to watch
Well,
it.
All right, I'm
Did I
excited.
buy it?
I don't know. Yeah, you had to have. It's too new for it to be on anything.
I think I bought it on Vudu, so it should be on there. Opie. It was
All
good.
right, I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah, it was
I
because
like
I
those
tried to
guys did,
rewind it for a part and then it
Oh, you have to
paused.
hit it twice. Yep.
Well, I rewound it and then it was like, oh, error or whatever, and
Yeah,
you're like, nah,
that's
it always
right.
does that.
I don't know. I loved it.
Those guys did "Don't Be a Menace" in South Central.
Yep.
So they kind
While
of
you're
did
drinking your
spoof
juice in the
movies
hood.
before that. Yeah.
Is that not?
So they,
That is before, isn't it? Is it?
yep. It's from '96.
Yeah,
What was Scary Movie? 97?
but that wasn't like I mean, it was, but it wasn't quite the same.
99.
Where they take umpteen movies and combine them into one
Yeah.
movie, making fun of all of them.
And I don't know if you've heard this, Opie, but apparently we are now currently in the golden age of horror. That's what people
Okay.
have been saying. And then like watching this movie and seeing how many references they constantly are making, and you're just like, oh shit, oh
And
yeah.
it was cool because they're subtle at first and they're so close, but in a comedy fashion, you're just like, oh my God, I know exactly what that is. I called
Yeah.
out most of it.
You
There's
did.
a couple I missed.
Yeah. And
But
I know
mean,
there
they
was a
even
couple
do a spoof of weapons, Donnie.
Yeah, yeah, they do.
Ooh, nice.
And there was one
Oh, yeah.
where I had to pause it, rewind it, and be like, Dave, listen. And Dave's like, what? They're talking about sex? I'm like, no, what? It follows. Like, they just blatantly said, like, it follows. I bet you're waiting for a fucking cut to the movie, but, you know, nobody watched that one. So, and I was like, I did.
Remember that one.
Oh, I'm going to have to watch it again.
You don't remember It
I'd love
Follows?
Did we not
Is that
do
the
it?
STD one?
Yes.
Yeah.
I feel like we did that.
That's what I said, but then I was like, I don't, maybe not, because
remember.
Dave doesn't remember doing it, but.
If you guys didn't do it, I'll totally do that one with you because
I don't. He explained what it was about, and it did not ring a bell with me.
Yeah, but I mean, there's so many movies that we watch. We watch a fucking new
But if
movie
you
every week.
explain part of what happened in it, usually I could pick up on it right away.
Yeah.
I just remember it as the STD one.
Yeah.
It's what it is.
Yeah, because they pass it
So what
around
did
to
you guys-
haunting through sex.
What did you guys think of all the colors of this movie?
I was
too
just
much?
gonna segue to that because I'm like, so we talked about the CGI and like how that affects movies and stuff. This, wasn't CGI, but can we talk about how fucking beautiful it was?
This one for me was like when I watched it years ago, it was like if it was any artsier, I probably wouldn't like it. But it's
Yeah.
like walks the line of being like it still has a story that you can follow,
I know
but it's
that
very artsy.
apparently one of the main inspiration or whatever was like Snow White and the Seven
Yeah.
Dwarfs. So he had told somebody to like watch this movie, and then that was the idea for the color scheme for when they are at the mansion, because anything outside of that, it's like that is Oz, and everything in the real world is the real world. So that's why it's like when they do that huge exposition dump,
Yeah.
that's when it's like the real world and everything's kind of regular and dreary and whatever.
Yeah.
And that's why
When she's getting a taxi in the beginning, it's very normal colored.
And there was a whole thing about her wearing white and that being her innocence as she's going into this new place with all these weird new colors. I did some research.
This was a really thought out movie. This is Dario Argento.
Wait, can I say something first? Because I wrote something in my notes for something, and I just wanted to like kind of tease you a little bit.
Okay.
Because this was a thought that I had, and I remember exactly where I was on my route when I wrote this down too. I was like, okay, Opie, I don't want to hear anything like. Hang on, I got to put my glasses on so I can push them up with my nose. All right, put my glasses on. This is Dario Argento's first attempt to break away from the giallo format, which made him famous, with such films as The Bird with the Crystal Plumage, Deep Red, and Four Flies on Grey Velvet, with a lot of credit going to Dario Nicolodi and her grandmother for inspiration. I don't need to hear that from you. That's my artsy fartsy fucking voice.
He's a pretty big
nailed
fucking
it.
genius. He's a pretty big fucking genius.
With that being
No,
said,
all I was gonna say is this is a later movie, so he was pretty good at this point.
yeah, he had a bunch of movies. He did a lot, and he killed it for a very long time until Dracula 3D in 1993.
Yeah.
So do they have this movie in the original voice available with subtitles?
No, because it was filmed and then immediately dubbed in so many different languages.
So I can't.
They were like,
production.
I don't give a fuck what you sound like. Just move your mouth. We're gonna film it.
Yeah, and it was a common thing with these types of movies.
God, it sucks too, because that, like I said, if I were to just mute it and just read the subtitles,
you hate subtitles.
It would have made the movie better. I don't, like I said, and knowing that
maybe stop staring at their mouths.
It wasn't that. It was the sound that they made was trash. The sound, like the voice acting was bad.
It's not really voice act. Well,
that's what I'm just saying. The voices were bad, but you could see that they, like, their body acting was good.
Yeah,
exactly. It was the voices that were just terrible. And then, like I said, that damn music would kick in like real loud when people were like actually talking, like two people having a conversation, and kick in, and I could.
It was. That was a part of it, though. That was the point.
Yeah, but they were actually literally in a conversation.
The whole point of this movie is to make you uncomfortable.
Well, it didn't make me uncomfortable.
What did you think?
It annoyed me.
What did you think of the first 10 minutes? That first opening scene with the girl who runs away, and then she goes to her friend's house, and then she gets attacked when she's staring out the window, and the arm just breaks through the window and pushes her head against the glass. Like that, all that. What did you think of all that?
The scenes were fine.
And then she
it was
falls
the
through the
voices.
thing. And then did you see
the voices were killing me?
She's laying there.
It was.
We get it. Voices. You hate them.
It was the wind. It was the window. It was the window. Yeah, it was just the wind. The window and the wind. It's like, holy fuck, that was terrible.
Well, there was some of it that was like translation issues too.
That's what I'm saying. It was just the voice. The acting was great. The voices were bad.
I don't know if you heard this one, Al, but apparently this was written for preteens. And the production was like,
Jesus
that's
Christ.
going to be too much violent for little preteens.
I don't know if that's coming across the way that Opie means it, but like the actors were supposed to be like 12-year-old girls. So it was supposed to be a ballerina school of 12-year-old girls that this happens to. Not that it was targeted to be watched by preteens.
Okay, yeah, I misunderstood.
The actors were supposed to be.
I was going to say that because I was
and
like,
they never changed the dialogue.
Because that's what
and
I
that's
thought
why
you meant at first. I was like, whew.
No, he wasn't like, I want 12-year-old girls to watch my movie. No, the actors were like, the characters were supposed to be 12-year-old girls.
Yeah,
correct. There we go. That's right.
So yes, I did hear that one. I want to see what some of my other notes are. Okay, the sound of the glass clinking on her teeth fucking made me shiver. You know how like
Clinking
eyeball stuff bugs me, like when people stick needles in eyeballs. There was the part when she had passed out when she was doing her first dance or whatever, and then like she was bleeding from her mouth and nose, and then they brought her into the room, and then they were forcing her to
need to drink this.
Yes.
Keep drinking it.
And the sound of the glass clinking on her teeth as they were trying to shove it in her mouth. Ugh. I hated it.
Bother me.
And just so you know, we can no longer call Donnie by his real name because it doesn't exist anymore, because people that have names that start with an S are snakes.
I was going to say people with the names that start with D are dicks.
Are dicks.
I was gonna say after the
A is
intro, like,
assholes, or
Opie,
what?
you need to change your names to like start with a D because the alliteration was like you were really enunciating. You're like, yeah, we are your hosts, Donnie, Dave. And I'm just like, here we go.
I also wrote in here this was probably not expected to be watched in 4K, and that went with the whole now that we have 4K and it's been remastered and whatever, now we can really see how bright the fake blood was, which I imagine was made extra bright to show better.
That didn't bother me.
No,
you see it and it's like,
you get it. It's 1977.
Like when they remaster shit, like like Star Wars when they redid that to make like the explosions and shit more real, and then like when the stormtrooper walked in, they cut the part out where he hit his head and shit. Come on, that was in the original fucking movie. Leave it.
Well,
I
it's
hate
kind of
that.
like with
It's hard.
video
You can't get 'em
games
anymore.
Like with video games, there's a lot of like old pixelated stuff, right? That when they remaster it and you see it on like modern stuff, you're like, yeah, it can look good, but it almost looks better. Like wait, because it was designed for like the TVs at the time. So it's just like, for that I was reading about that, it's like the flicker that it used to have in those TVs, like made the pixels look better. So when you do that on like a modern TV or monitor, it's just like, okay, this almost looked much better pixelated.
Yeah, it's kind of like if you're playing a game that's fairly smooth, and then when you actually get it in high def, it looks like Minecraft. Everything's blocky, and you're like, ugh, it's not supposed to look like that.
Yeah. You're just kind of like, oh man, I remember this looking better, and it's just like the visual you do remember it looking better.
That reminds me of GoldenEye. I remember like we used to play that all the time. I remember playing that in your
fantastic.
I remember, playing it in your basement.
I can't play it now. I can't see anything.
Yeah, and then years later, I'm like, I want to play some fucking GoldenEye, and you pick up the controller, you're like, what the fuck is happening? I can't see a goddamn thing.
It's hilarious when you're watching. You're like, I can't see enemies. I can't see what the fuck I'm shooting.
Yeah, how do I know that pixel from that pixel? What the fuck?
Yeah, what the hell's going on here? But when you play it back in the day, it's just like, wow, this is striking.
Yeah.
But we're so used to
I remember
PC games and shit now that are so highly polished that
was N64. And then I remember when I got my first Xbox 360, I was like, oh my God, I can see leaves. Like the leaves are blowing. I remember just being blown away by playing fucking Tiger Woods. But so earlier before we had started recording, Dave was like, I'm going to tell you about why I don't like this movie. And I'm like, let me guess.
No. I said I'm torn.
I know, but legit,
with the movie. You're making it sound like I hate it. I didn't hate it. I hate what I watched.
Which was the movie.
No. I'm saying if it's a different version, whatever it was, I was really aggravated by the voices and the sound. Because
I didn't hate the song. I just hated listening to it.
It was actually intrusive. That's the best way I can describe it.
When we were talking about it beforehand, I was trying to be funny, and Dave was like, I'm irritated by this movie, and let me explain why. I'm like, let me guess. It hurt your feelings that they used the name. I said, are you offended by the color red? That was the first thing I said.
Yeah.
He's like, no. And I was like, are you upset that I'm like, did it make your stomach hurt that they referred to a German Shepherd as a wolfhound? And he's like, well, all dogs are from wolves. So fuck no, that doesn't bother me. By the way, Jalo means yellow.
Dave, did you give this movie a rating?
They're yellow because it was like the case was yellow to signify that they were a different genre.
It was a murder and it shouldn't be watched by children.
Okay.
So instead of having like, PG-13, they had like, these are yellow covers. Don't fucking let your kids watch them or look at them.
Yeah, because they're all like supposed to be.
Whatever.
So they have a color coding instead of a rating.
Yeah.
But they were like B movies, and they were pulpy, and definitely like lower budget kind of thing. Like, and that's where this comes into play, which is why that's why I did the whole like, this is Dario Argento's first attempt of breaking away from the Giallo, because it had like a whole structure before, right?
Yeah.
Murder mystery, cops show up, they have to solve this. Somebody from another country comes in and they're the ones who have to deal with it, and they're probably going to get in trouble at first, but they got to solve the mystery so that they don't go to prison or whatever. So like there was like that low budget pump them out kind of feeling to it, and that's why I get so defensive when Dave's like, the sound sucks. Like, it's supposed to kinda. It was intentional, but I get it.
Like I said, it's I don't know, maybe it's just the way my sound is set up on the computer. That could be too. I'll try to fire it up on the TV through the actual
the
sound
TV
system,
might make a difference.
and
I
I'm
don't know.
gonna try it.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm gonna put a placeholder score for now of a 5.
Because I really liked the sound in that, and like I was listening to it.
I did not
in the van.
Dude, the
and
headset. I did not.
I remember being fucking inspired by like the second song that played, and I was like, "Holy shit! I want to like what."
You should look into the band Goblin.
I know. I wrote it down. I wrote Goblin music.
I actually
music
put
box.
that in Discord so
Yeah.
Ola could hear
Yeah,
it.
dude.
Goblin
You
music.
might like this, Al,
And then
because of the music.
there was a whole theme of it being like a music box. Like you crank the thing and like, like that's how it starts. And then that
The
made me,
lullaby portion.
yeah, and that made me think of
Because it's actually, if you look, a lot of the sound going through a good portion of this movie is literally from like one long track. If you listen to the one that I put on there, it starts out like the lullaby sound, and it progresses into the rock sound, and then finishes off with the like third type that goes through the movie. It's all one.
I understand that, and that is exactly why I wrote this down, because like that music box thing. My
ringtone is a Goblin song.
That's cool.
Hell yeah.
So. So there's a lot less dancing in this one. I just give up on that topic. So there was a lot less dancing in this one. There was like one dance scene compared to the remake.
Like I said, this one to me just seemed to kind of flow better.
And it was
shorter parts of the scenes. Oh, except for one scene. One scene drove me fucking nuts.
What's that?
The goddamn straight razor trying to flick the fucking lock.
Oh,
you know what that reminded me of?
What?
Peter Griffin holding his knee.
Yeah.
Oh, it's like, holy fuck, just flip the goddamn thing up already.
So then were you instantly annoyed by the fact that she intentionally jumped into razor wire?
No, I laughed at that.
Okay.
She didn't intentionally. She just walked into it.
Opie.
It was,
so I was saying that as like a thing because I know that like that was a big issue for a lot of people. Was they were like, well, what, doesn't she have peripheral vision? Can she not see? And like there was some shit about it. Could be a dream. It could be she's under a spell of the witches. You know, like there's a million reasons.
Trying to get away.
She sucked at getting away so bad.
But it made at that part, I just was like, Jesus Christ. You see, it was like 20 minutes straight of tick, 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 tick. You're like, oh my fucking God.
Yeah.
Just,
I shrugged that off.
You could cut some of that out.
I shrugged that off as like, maybe the whole reason for that was to force her to go through that window because it was the only exit.
But they could have done it a little
She couldn't have gone through that door, and she had to figure out that she needs to go through the only exit, which is just going to end up with her going exactly the way that they need her to, because then she went into the razor wire, and then she was stuck in there, and then she got
it's just how long they drugged that scene on.
Yeah, and I bet the person fucking doing that was
called
like,
suspense.
get the fuck out of here already. I'm sick of playing with this lock. Go. Because they were never going to go in the door. They just wanted to fucking make her go away. That's my interpretation of it anyway.
Well, they planned on killing her anyway, so regardless of...
Yeah, but...
It was just... That was the only actual visual scene that drove me crazy. Just because it was so long.
Yeah.
They could have cut that down to like 30 seconds to a minute, and it would have been just as effective.
There was one thing I saw where somebody was talking about, there's like the scene where, do you guys remember when she was like explaining like, oh yeah, there was this, she kept saying two things that I remember, and it was safe place or secret and something about iris. And as she's saying that to that lady, that shit is right on the wall next to her.
Yeah. Yep.
But, and then that lady's like, I'm going to call the cops. I'm going to let them know.
Why didn't you tell us sooner?
What did you think about the blind guy getting screamed at because his dog bit the fucking little stupid little boy?
I didn't understand the point of that at all.
I don't know, just to get rid of him, maybe. I don't know. It didn't make sense.
What? Okay, so
it was them doing some kind of spell on the dog because the dog did attack him later.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
Why? It doesn't make any sense logically
I don't
for
know.
this fucking movie, because this is a coven of witches who already are established. This guy is their, and I even thought about this right away when they first introduced this blind fucking guy as their piano player. I'm like, okay, so they're cool with this guy, right?
Yeah.
Either he works for them or he's not in the loop or whatever, and they're trusting him because he's blind, right? Like he can't see what's happening. But then why, if they have the ability to use mind control and use hypnosis, why not just do that? Why even have him work for you? You'd probably want to vet your fucking piano player before you hire them to work at your coven.
Here's the thing. What if the little boy really did get legit bit by the dog and they were pissed?
Which is possible.
Right?
And I think he might have fucked himself over when he started screaming, I'm blind! I'm not deaf! Hinting that he has heard some shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah, that's true.
And so then they're like, well, maybe you shouldn't have said that because now you got to die.
What did you think of the weird little boy and the crystal and the weird lady that shined it in her eyes? What did you think of
Well, that weird lady and the boy, they clearly were walking straight at the dog. They made that pretty clear.
I think, are you talking about the very beginning part when the girl shows up and then they shine the light into her eyes? And then from then on, she's like all fucked up.
Too.
And then she's like constantly tired.
Yep.
Well, I think part of that actually stemmed from what they were feeding her too.
Yeah. And the wine that builds blood, because wine builds blood. Did you know that, guys?
Wine builds blood?
Yeah. Wine builds blood.
Yeah.
Wine probably thins your fucking blood.
There's a fun fact here.
Does.
At the end of the movie, Susan stabs the witch with a glass feather from a glass
peacock.
Fucking
do you
peacock.
Do you want me to tell you? Because I know what it is. I know what it is.
What is it?
I said the name of the movie in my little rant earlier.
You did. She kills him with some crystal plumage from a bird.
Because it's a homage.
It's a
call back to another movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The movie is The Bird with the Crystal Plumage.
Yep.
And it was like one of his first ones, I think.
I like the way
it's a well thought out movie.
That she was able to like disappear, but the lightning flashes showed just enough of her silhouette that she was able to.
You like that?
Yeah,
a lot of people didn't. A lot of people didn't like that.
Why?
They thought it was cheesy.
I thought it was clever.
A lot of people didn't like the end of the movie because it was just so much like, oh, look, there's a witch. Now you're dead. Bye. House is on fire. Movie's done.
Yeah.
Credits.
Movie's over.
I don't know. It didn't bother me.
I really thought that you'd be like, I thought your take was going to be too much talking about witches, not enough actual witches.
No, that was, I don't know. Like I said, I was okay with the physical acting and like the story and just the movie itself. The only problem, like I said, I had was the goddamn, like the voices and the damn music, just the way it came on, you know, like they're in the middle of a conversation and they get one word out and it just blares and you're like, what the fuck are they saying? It just
Yeah.
cuts the conversation off and it's just like, well, that if it would have came in subtle and just kind of build through it, it would have been a lot better. But it came in so loud and just intrusive quickly. That's the problem that I had with it. Like I said, I will try again. I'll fire it up on the TV with the surround sound and see if that makes a difference.
I hope that it's different because I really liked the way that the sound was. And I watched it on my phone in a vehicle.
Yeah, but you had it playing through your speakers in the car too.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe that made a difference, and I don't know. Like I said, I'll try again. And I'll update the score if it changes. Because like I said, I did enjoy the movie for what it was. It just, the voice acting in there. I mean, do they do this in a different language too? Or is it only in
I'm
English?
pretty sure they dubbed it in several languages.
I wonder if
Yeah,
it's better in a
probably.
different language with subtitles.
Well, like Opie was saying that each actor, because there were actors, there was a German actor, there was
Yes.
an American actor, you know, so they just spoke in their native language. They just said their lines in their native language. So even if it was like straight audio from that, it'd be one dude talking in German and one dude speaking English.
Well, no, I'm just saying, like, the English version, I'd rather subtitles, and if a different language, if they dubbed it in a different language that didn't sound, just the way they dubbed this in English, whoever did the voice acting for it sucked.
All right.
Because like I said, the visuals, when you could watch their face and their emotions and stuff shown through just fine. But the voices were just terrible. That was my biggest problem with that and the music. Other than that, like I said, I enjoyed the movie for what it was.
You like Driocht and Occult and
Yeah, I don't know. I just thought it was fine.
witches. Actually, that was something that kind of I didn't really like how they. Okay, so maybe I shouldn't.
No,
What,
keep
they
going.
gave away the movie with the music going, wait.
No. I didn't like how I didn't like the exposition dump in the way that they were like, all the occult is evil, but I'm like, it's 1977.
The one guy said that he thinks it was mental. It's all mental.
I know. I didn't like that.
I didn't like that either.
But that's
I
a
was like,
take
fuck
on
you,
so
man.
many different people too. Like we've discussed different aspects of everything from not even saying aliens, just a UFO.
Yeah, but if we talked about that to this motherfucker, he would have had us committed.
Oh, exactly. But that's what I'm saying is, you know, we've seen things that we cannot explain. Especially me. I have seen shit.
I know that stuff up there.
I'm talking. I was maybe 50 feet away from the motherfucker.
You're talking about that?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I cannot explain what that is. I can draw it for you. Exactly.
I know that I went out looking for it, and then we went out and drove out into the woods, you, me, and Mike.
Yep.
And then I saw it scared me, and I remember me and Mike being like, go, 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 go. And then we drove the fuck out of there.
Yeah.
But that was just because we saw something coming at us from a long ways away. It wasn't even close.
And very
Not that close.
fast.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you guys just got
You
mental
shut the fuck
illness.
up. And then another weird experience was camping at your uncle's property.
Yup.
That one was
That was hella creepy.
yeah, I can't explain that.
Nope.
I the people that know me well enough know about it because I've talked about it.
And the difference is Al doesn't get scared.
In
And
the
when
moment,
you do get nervous, there's something real going on.
in the moment, I wasn't scared because I was like trying to be macho and protect the people that were
Yeah,
there.
but
Right?
you were still nervous.
Yep. And do you
But
know what I
that's-
did? You know, this fuck. I don't know why, but I grabbed your samurai sword and ran off into the woods.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what am I gonna do against a fucking samurai sword? Like, it's not a corporeal creature.
Well, it could have been. Who knows?
Yeah.
What is that word? Corporeal.
Corporeal? Physical.
Corporeal.
It's when
That's-
you do a lot with Excel documents and
Jesus
Final
Christ,
stuff.
Donnie. Wow. Not corporate porial.
oh yeah.
Kind of an easy way to describe it is like physical being, Opie. Corporeal.
Okay.
Like not a mist or, a ghost.
It has
So-
Like
It
an
could be
email.
incorporeal.
Yeah.
Or
The witch,
Yeah,
the
something
witch
like
at the end was corporeal.
she was because
And-
she had a
yes.
physical. She was invisible, but she was
but
still
She
there.
was physically
She,
there.
she was able to be physically stabbed with
Yes.
a knife or a crystal
A crystal plumage
Yep.
or a crystal plume.
Opie, I have to ask you. I'm just curious because are you surprised at all by my knowledge of this movie?
A little bit. I feel like I don't know if it's all of you or like every week. It seems like even Donnie does it most of the time. He like watches a lot of stuff about the movie, so he knows like, And
Yeah,
I feel like you guys do that all the time. So not really.
Okay, fine. But I'm also going to throw this fact out there that this is one of a trilogy, just like Star Wars.
I want to hear the movies that you name as
That are-
the other in
as the other one?
trilogy.
Suspiria, Inferno, and I think it's called Mother of Tears.
Yeah, that's it.
Okay.
Some people say that it's they'll say it's Suspiria, the Three Mothers, and then that third one. I forget what it
Mother
is,
of
'cause
Tears or Inferno.
Mother
So,
of Tears. Yeah. But I've seen Inferno. Inferno's good.
Did you know he made a movie in like, I want to say 20, I don't know what year it was. 2009, I think, called Jalo.
Yeah, I did see that.
You guys really like your Jello films.
Oh, you want to know a fun fact about Dario Argento? He has a daughter named Asa Argento, and
That sounds
she
familiar.
is famous for pre-Me Too. She went, I don't know what awards show it was, but she went on stage and was like, listen, I was raped by Harvey Weinstein. That's
She did
how
call
this
out
all worked.
Weinstein?
Yes, and she was like, this is his hunting ground and he will rape tonight. And like this is his yeah. So she's famous for outing Harvey Weinstein and the industry.
Which I'm guessing didn't
Before-
really do shit.
Well, it was probably
No,
a part of
no.
the
That's
kickoff,
sad.
maybe.
Maybe, but at
'Cause
the
people
time
could
I
have
don't
seen
think
that and been like,
anything happened.
I should say something.
Yeah.
It's just sad that
So
her actually saying, I was raped by this piece of shit, something should have been done at that moment immediately.
Did you guys hear about the Michael Jackson
Yeah.
thing?
No. I don't watch TV
So
stuff. I don't listen to news.
they're starting to be like saying that Michael Jackson was actually trying to save
the kids.
children
Yeah,
from
supposedly.
like whatever Epstein or whatever his fucking name is.
Max Weinstein.
No, the other Jeffrey.
Epstein?
Yeah.
Epstein, really? Wow.
Yeah. And so like that's why you have like Corey Feldman, who's been screaming about like Hollywood and all that shit, like basically calling out Epstein for decades. And then people would ask him about Michael Jackson because there was always a manhunt for Michael Jackson. He's like, no, leave Michael Jackson the fuck alone. He's not doing shit. It's these motherfuckers over here.
Macaulay Culkin is the same way. He's very pro Michael Jackson and is like, no, we had good times. He was never predatory.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, but no, it was Michael Jackson, right? And they're like, no, fucking those motherfuckers.
But there is
Yeah.
there's, a handful of people that were claiming, the same thing on the other side.
Yeah, there's
And
always
it's
people who are
No,
like,
but I'm saying that could very well just be a form of money grab.
yeah,
You know what
but
I mean?
it's hard to fucking say because
Yep. You don't know.
no, and it sucks that you have to be like, well, it could be true, it could be not be true.
The way I look at it is I'm not a fan of his music, but he was a very talented artist, and a lot of people loved his music and what he did.
Yeah.
And whether he diddled kids or saved kids, that's literally between him and God. I mean, and maybe the kids that legitimately might have had something happen, I'm neutral on the whole thing. I don't care. I know it's kind of sort of like a shallow thing to say.
I understand where you're coming from.
I can't have
Because
an
if you
opinion
don't
on it.
know, you
Exactly. I can't
necessarily speak on it.
Yep. I'm not going to defend
get you.
anything that I don't know absolutely anything about. Never met the guy. I didn't camp out at his house.
Why would you camp out at his house?
Well, I'm just saying, as a kid, I was never at his house.
I hope not. He was in fucking California.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, I wasn't there.
Candy Konya.
I can't say anything about it.
I was hoping Opie would get my reference, but clearly not.
I did. Okay, get to the chopper. If it bleeds, we will kill it. Sub-Zero.
Rubber baby
My favorite
doggy
song.
bumpers.
Yeah,
It's the Austrian death machine.
that's right.
Jesus.
You guys practicing? We've got to practice.
As the gummy bear of Candy Konya. That's some good shit. It was fucking funny.
Oh. So,
All right.
what else do we got to talk
Anybody
about?
want to go up?
Yeah, Dave, you gonna raise your score?
I'm going to leave it for now.
All right.
Like I said,
What was your score?
5.
Who erased it?
Huh? I didn't put it
I
in.
just don't think I ever put it in.
No, it wasn't put in. I'm on the
okay.
screen, and it was never. I didn't put it in either.
Okay.
Because I was looking at some of the other stuff that was changing.
Wait, Opie hated Obsession, you fuck.
Is there any
I'm still mad about that.
any other metrics you'd like to see on there?
Right now, I can't think of anything.
Because
At the moment, no.
I'm relearning all of my algorithms and stuff again to try to get back into that, because I was thinking about trying to fire up D&D again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Except this time what I'm going to do is I would like to utilize a AI bot that is actually going to do the story so I can play. But it's going to take me quite a while to build this
An
bot.
AI bot, Dave. You're gonna.
we're all
fall
gonna go to
victim
hell because of you.
You're gonna.
Nah, it's
You're-
not AGI.
Haven't you fucking seen Terminator or The Matrix?
It's not AGI.
You're contributing to Skynet.
It is not
Yes.
AGI. We're not even close to that. Once somebody starts producing AGI, that's a problem. When it's artificial general
How it starts, the
intelligence,
snowball effect, Dave.
yeah, we're
Linda Hamilton
probably
is too
still
old to
fucking
save
20
us.
years off from them even getting to that phase.
I know that John Connor isn't born yet. We're getting there.
No, the AI we have right now it's literally a glorified search engine. That's about it.
Well, well, I don't know.
Yeah.
If robots come and attack me, I'm gonna go to your house and I'm gonna come over there and I'm gonna wag my finger in your face and I'm gonna say,
Oh, you won't have to
Opie,
worry about
don't
it
you
because,
have a robot in your house?
because I'm friends
Just get
with
an
the
AI bot
robots.
to do that for you, Opie.
He has a fucking Roomba.
You got a goddamn Roomba?
yeah.
That's artificial
Kevin.
intelligence.
We named him Kevin because he's the good son.
Jesus Christ.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. What's next?
Well, we got to
Holy
spin
fuck.
that wheel.
Yeah, we gotta spin that wheel. Where the fuck?
Dream that wheel.
I will say because I won't be here next week for it. If we get Oddity, I'm respinning because that one I really want to do with you guys. The rest of them,
What are you doing next week?
whatever. Huh?
He has
we got a
company
friend
coming.
coming down midweek, so I'm not gonna be.
All right,
making it.
all right.
But you're gonna love what I did with the wheel. Hold on.
All right.
This is so stupid.
Watch stream. Why is there two of them?
Because I opened this mid podcast to get it ready, and I was fucking around with it and realized like, oh, I can do multiple wheels and I can customize them and do all sorts of shit. So the second wheel, if you can't tell from the middle, I took a I took a Snapchat filter of me with no hair and photoshopped it over Hellraiser
Pinhead,
because
yeah.
I thought that'd be funny.
Wow.
He spelled horror like WHORER.
Yeah, there's
And then
Donnie's Wheel of
horror.
and Donnie's Wheel of Horror. So the horror one is just the single movies, and I figured I'd do a second wheel in case we were jonesing to do like a
Oh, I see that.
4-pick
Four-
spread of
yep.
subjects. So I put some fillers in there from the suggestions.
Yep, found
list
footage,
just to
body
fuck
horror.
around with it.
Oh, I like
But
that.
I thought that'd be kind of
That's
fun.
clever. I like that.
Yeah,
Because then once we knock down a few of those movies, 1 week we can just be like,
yeah.
flip that other one, and then we're just
And
gonna, we're just
and
gonna
if we
find something
can't-
like
if we
body
can't
horror, and then we
decide
just all
whether-
decide on what
Yeah.
body horror we want to do.
If,
I like
if we
that.
if we can't decide whether we want to do a single movie or a group movie, like a month worth, we can do a third wheel that's gonna have two options to choose which wheel we choose.
Honestly, Bambi, The Descent,
Wow.
Oddity, and what's the other one?
You gotta talk to me.
Zombie
Strange,
ass.
The
Strange
Descent,
Harvest.
to me,
So there's actually quite a few of them
Zombie-
on there that I'm
yeah,
pretty stoked about.
like the other ones. If I miss, I miss. But Oddity, I really want to do with you guys. So
Well,
All right.
ready?
Yep. Fire in the hole.
Dun, 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 dun,
And we're
dun,
off.
dun, 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 dun,
What's
dun,
it gonna be?
dun.
Oh, Bambi.
Ooh. Yeah, looks like it's Bambi.
Bambi the Reckoning. That's a Dave pick.
Dave.
all right, now you can remove
All
that one
right.
from it.
Now we got to figure out how the fuck to watch this movie.
Yeah.
I know I saw it on something. I suppose. Bam.
Did you say
Bambi
Bambi?
Yeah, it's like Bambi the Reckoning. I know I saw it on. I mean, it's on Peacock.
Yeah,
Hey,
Peacock,
hey,
AMC, YouTube. It looks like with a prime time
It's
subscription.
on Peacock.
Sling, Amazon.
I think I saw it on Amazon Prime.
It looks like it might be
Yeah.
on.
It's on Shudder.
I was gonna check Shutter actually.
Yeah.
Is it on Shutter?
Mm-hmm.
Really? It doesn't say it's on Shutter for mine.
Quiet.
I went to Amazon and right up top it says Shudder. Unless, like, I don't know if you guys
I'll
use
just
Shudder
go to
directly,
Shudder.
but
I have
I
it
do.
on
I do.
TV.
By the way, Opie, did you notice I made I made myself a separate profile on Shutter.
I did, and then I used it
Why don't you use yours?
because there wasn't one,
Yeah,
and
huh?
I didn't know what was going on. Oh well, I'll use
Hey.
it next time.
I'll name it Opie so you can use Opie's, and then I can have my own algorithm going on there,
Okay.
so it doesn't keep suggesting me to watch Giallo films.
And old ass like movies from the 30s and shit.
Yeah, I do want to
Paxton
watch
and all
the Calgary, whatever it's called, Caligari.
that. Ooh, yeah, that's a good one. I watched a movie called Eyes with No Face this week. Very cool.
Nice.
Yep. From like the
All right,
60s.
Shutter. I don't feel like very many people use Shutter that listen to this, but hopefully they'll get on board.
I like Shutter.
I like butter.
I bet you do. All right, I suppose we can shut her down, huh?
Yeah. No, give Bambi a shot, and hopefully it'll be okay.
Are you
Nice little
checking to
weird-
see if it's on Shutter?
Working on it, but TV had its.
Good night, hearts. Good night, hands. Good night, fancy espresso machine. Good night, keys to the
I don't know if we need to
Function, whatever that is. Apparently he knows.
I don't know
What are
why
you
it won't
doing?
mute. It's utterly refusing to mute.
Like you.
Bundle your rentals and all.
There it goes.
Quarterly Borbit?
God, this takes so long for anything. I'm buying a new TV. I'm fucking tired
I
of this
didn't.
thing.
Is Shutter owned by YouTube? Sign in.
All right. So,
Sign in. Edit this. User Opie. Continue. There. Now you have your own profile. I totally got distracted by just looking at movies.
Opie drew Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Bambi the Reckoning is on Shutter for sure.
do we have any AA batteries?
And apparently it only has 3 skulls. AA battery? Yeah, probably. What do you...
I'm guessing the remote's puking because I can't do any. Oh, now it pops out.
Well, that's fine.
Fuck.
But we should probably
Yep.
play that outro music.
I was waiting for you guys. I'm ready to go.
Yeah, roll that beautiful bean footage.
Opie laughs every time.
I see you're still with us. Paying attention to those red flags kept you alive. Don't let your guard down and we may talk to you again soon. It's been an extremely rough ride, but through it all you did survive. Even though you took some cuts and scrapes, it was well worth it to make your escape. Thanks for listening to our podcast, and we will see you next week.
Caramel.